Okay, so apparently the foster mom that I was lived with, she's realistically speaking my maid. So they hired a maid for me to look after me. And I'm pretty sure it's because my parents were somewhat otherwise occupied. I don't know where they are, and I don't know why I was put up for adoption. I'm assuming it's because they didn't have money to raise a child. That's what I'm assuming. Everything's fine except for the fact that they didn't have money for child rearing. I think that's what that was. And other people around them, they're like, you can't raise this child realistically without any finances. So I think that's why I was put up for adoption. In either case, she was like trying to imply like I'm like made for her, that we're gonna have sex with each other, and I was giving off like flirty vibes, and I was like trying to sexually attract her even though she's been trying to rape me since I was a kid. And she was telling everyone around her that she's gonna plan on raping me and all that kind of stuff. And she was like singing along with the lyrics and doing what the songs were doing, and trying to imply that like she only likes like really street hood thugs, and that's what I am, and that's why she likes me, and that's why we have to have sex and stuff. And I was like, that's really creepy and gross. I don't know what the fuck to tell her. And I kept on telling her to fuck off and I'm not interested, and like she keeps on trying to tell me that like she's crying and she's upset because I just rejected her, even though I told her that those things were okay, when even though I told her outright and she knows it's inappropriate. So I don't understand what her point is other than she's just retarded. So I guess I don't know what to say. She keeps on following me around after like insulting me, and she's upset that her insults aren't resulting in us having sex because I'm not looking to her to apologize to me or make it up to me. I'm like, I don't care what you did. I'm not gonna like come back and talk to you about it and like demand that you have sex with me to make me feel better about making me feel bad about the insults that you said. It's offensive and rude, but I don't actually care that she's the one that said it. If anybody else said it, it would be the same thing. So I don't, and yeah, people actually believed her. Like, they were seriously racist people, and some really retarded people who believed that kind of stuff. And they thought she was telling them the truth, that like we were actually flirting, and like I said that I would have sex with her, and like some of them, they're like, it's normal for foster kids to have sex or adopted kids to have sex with their family members because you guys aren't like technically blood related. And I was like, you're a crazy person. What the fuck are you talking about? And she thought that I was sexually attracted to her, even though she's the one who was sexually attracted to me. And the only reason she was trying to even have sex with me was so that she can keep all my stuff. And she's gonna give it to Tiffany. And I was like, why? She didn't understand why I didn't give a shit about what she was saying. I was like, I don't understand why you think I should care. It's completely delusional and unrealistic, and obviously it's not gonna happen. They're like, yeah, that's gonna work out well for you because you're not gonna end up in prison for it, right? And I have no idea why the cops got involved. Like I said, they're a bunch of Jews. They like believed her and thought that she was telling them the truth, and that like she was lying. She was calling the cops to snitch on me, which is just lying to the officer, saying that I was physically harassing her, hurting her, and stealing from her. And I was like, I never did those things. In fact, she refused to give me the money that she was supposed to give me. And the foster dad was like, yeah, I'm giving you guys the same amount of money. She's supposed to give it to you. It's not my fault that she didn't give it to you, even though I know she's not going to give it to you, and I know that that's what's happening. Even though I didn't even tell you how much money I was going to give to you. And I was like, yeah, that's called stealing. Even if you have the money and you're intending to give it to somebody, and you give it to somebody else to give it to me, and then you somehow get it back that way, that's called stealing. That's called a scam. Like, I don't know, so many people in Canada were doing that, and they thought that was okay and that it wasn't stealing. And I was like, no, that's called stealing. Like, how do you not understand this? And they got very upset and started to like follow me and stalk me and like try to convince me that I should tell them that it's not stealing, and like tell everyone else that they're good people and they're like, they're not stealing, they're not stealers or thieves or anything. It's just, that's not stealing if you do it that way. And I was like, but yeah, they're retarded. And I was like, yeah, that's not what, nobody thinks that way. Even if you tell them what to do and you tell them to try to convince them to do that kind of stuff, they're not gonna do it because it's insane. I don't know how so many people got involved in that shit, and I was like, what? And they're trying to blame me and try to get me to people to believe them about what they're saying about me. And I was like, you work for the Canadian government, like, how are you doing this? Do you have, like, no shame, no guilt? Like, are you an alien? I have a theory that the entire Canadian government body is composed of just aliens. I don't know when they came here, I don't know why they set up the government, I don't even know why they lied and said they were British. Maybe the British were involved somehow, but they're all aliens now. It doesn't even make sense what they're saying. And they're like, yeah, how do you like it because you're a bug and we ripped off your wing? And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, are you hallucinating? It sounds like you're hallucinating. Like, you legitimately, like, it just doesn't really make sense what you're saying. And I feel like you're talking about yourself half the time and talking about somebody else I don't even know the other half. Don't know what you're talking about. Like, is it because you're on drugs or smoking crack? Like, I'm just... Anyway, she's so stupid and annoying, and I was like... And she's, like, trying to tell me that, oh, I want to cry now because, like, you keep, like... You know, I'm sexually attracted to you, and, like, you're teasing me, and, like, you just, like, you said that you're gonna have sex with me, and, like, I like you, like, that way, and you don't like me back, and it just hurts my feelings, which is why I'm being mean to you and not giving you the things you need, because I need to have sex with you. And I was like, you're a fucking retard. Leave me the fuck alone. And stop stealing my shit. And stop stealing my things. And stop stealing my money. What the fuck is your wrong? What is wrong with you? Like, at no point in my entire life have I said that was okay. No one point in my entire life did I say that I wanted to do those things with her, or imply that, or even respond to her. Not at one point whatsoever. I never said or did any of those things. And they're trying to convince me my dreams are reality, and I was like, what are you talking about? And the entire time she was like, she was like really offended and upset, and she was like describing it in such a weird way to everyone, and like all the cops believed her, and I was like, none of this seems insane to you? Like, what? Like, does this ever happen in real life? No, this never happens. Like, does this make any sense? What the fuck she's describing? And then trying to tell everyone that I wanted to have sex with her? Why would I want to do that? Why? Why would I want to have sex with her? And then they start saying like, oh, you're homophobic and you hate gay people. And I was like, yeah, I have to be gay now to like gay people? That makes literally no sense. Like, I don't understand. It's just, my sexual orientation has nothing to do with the existence of homosexuality or whatever I think of it. Like, it just doesn't make sense what the fuck you're talking about. And then they start saying that I was a lesbian because they're like, yeah, she's like always coming on to us, and like nothing I do is not sexual to them. Literally, me waking up, washing my face, and going back to my room is like me putting on a strip show for them. And I'm like, are you stupid? Look, I would be downstairs eating a fucking sandwich, and they're like, you're eating it purposefully to like make me feel sexually attracted to you. You make me want to touch you and like make you feel good. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Nothing. I didn't say anything. I go downstairs, get a drink of water, and they're like, yeah, you drink that water. And I was like, I gotta go. I can't stay here. Anyway, my dreams are starting to get homicidal, I'm not gonna lie. I think I just hate people here so much. Because they're like, I'm sorry I stole from you and I didn't pay you back, and I lied about you and it's ruined your reputation, ability to find employment. But at the end of the day, I didn't mean it, and you're just overreacting. And I was like, oh my god, I can't believe people like you exist. Like, seriously? Like, how are you a person? That's so inhumane. And like that's why I think the entire Canadian government is run by aliens. I think they're either severely mentally retarded and have genetic deformations and it has like genetic inbreeding in it, or they're just aliens. They're complete aliens. They're from a different planet. And they came here because they had no idea what Earth was like or what human societies were like, and were pretending to be human. And I was like, that's the only way it makes sense, because otherwise, you're telling me everybody thought they were okay. I don't think so. People thought they were okay? That they're fucking okay to run the government? They're clearly retarded.